Hi guys, welcome back to the social twist. I am Don Marie. I was born, bred, and raised in Jamaica, but I also identify as a girl from the motherland. Thank you guys for clicking on this video today. For all the persons who are watching for the first time, I encourage you to like, comment, and subscribe if you find this content interesting. I also encourage you to share with your friends if you believe that they'll find this content interesting as well. So today I promised in the last video that I will be coming on to encourage people, right? Before I came on, I was wondering what angle am I going to take this from? What am I going to say? Yeah. So let me first say that uh, I believe that everyone struggles irrespective of the amount of money they have in their bank accounts, uh, irrespective of how glamorous and glorious their lives may look. We all have different struggle, right? My struggle might not be your struggle, and your struggle might not be my struggle, or our struggles may be similar, but trust me, our struggle are not the same. They're not the same at all. So I'm going to speak to you about how I navigated university. Like I say, I believe that there are some hmm, there are some tips that you could use and apply to whatever situation you're in right now. Some of the methods or ways that I used to cope and navigate through this period. You can use it too. Maybe you want to build a house. Maybe you want to buy your car. Different struggle. But from my personal belief is that struggle is struggle. Just struggle. Alright, so um where do I start? So I started UA, right? When I started at that time I was earning minimum wage, I believe. Yeah, I think I was earning minimum wage like about, I don't remember, I don't want to lie, but maybe like, I don't remember. Let's just say that. So I was earning minimum wage, but I know that, well, for me, it was important for me to finish. Not only start, but finish. And I had a lot of people in my community who were probably finished. Some were midway, some were almost there. But almost everyone in my circle that I knew from high school, they were on their journeys. And let me just pause here to say that our our friends, the people that we keep our in our space, they are very they contribute to your success, whether explicitly or not. Because I can't recall my friends calling me every day and say, "Hey, you need to get it together. You need to finish school. You need to do that. You need to do that." Of course, they were encouraging, but we weren't on a call every day talking about that. Lives daily were encouragement for me, right? And two, we were all poor people. We were living in a rural area, but we knew that, or for us, one of the ways out of poverty was education. So all of us would have started knowing very well that we don't have any money. We don't know where we're going to get the first dime from. I think even at the application stage, We don't know where we get the money from, but we knew that it was important to complete a university degree or in some skilled area, whatever our skilled area were, right? And yeah, so we all applied, we all started, obviously at different points. And what was good for us is that we all had a point of reference. So where I'm from in Manchester, right? It's like every year, yeah, every year the community, it's like an unwritten rule. People would say, okay, so once a granddaughter just finished fifth form, the next thing we're looking out for is that so and so granddaughter, daughter, cousin, niece will be going to sixth form. And if not that, she might be going to a teacher's college, she might go straight into university, or which was often the case at time, she might join the police force or the army. But where we are from, we know that you had to. It's like I said, it's like an unwritten rule. You know that after this stage, then there's something else. So we had a point of reference. We knew that it doesn't take money because we would have had friends who really don't have it. We're all dirt poor, but they would have finished university, and guess what? Sometimes they finished without attaining a student loan, right? So we had a point of reference. So when I started, I I did multiple leave of absence. I believe, yeah, I did multiple leave of absence because guess what? I would go my classes at UE. When it comes on to exam, sometimes I just couldn't find the money. Um, yeah. So what I recall you started doing is that they would have deregistered you at a certain point, I believe, in the semester. So no, I had to find the money for the semester or a portion of it. Honestly, I don't remember to be honest. Or I think I had to find yeah, I had to find a portion of the money to stay registered, and then I would have to pay that balance by exam. I said, it actually worked for me because when we pay the balance before the exam, it means that you can register for your second semester, right? So that's what I did. I At one point I had to do some leave of absences, but I always tell people it's important to stay on course. And what I've learned from doing those leave of absences is that maybe I really didn't have to like take a semester off or a year off. What I could have done, and I'm going to share that with you, is to do less modules. So I should have done two modules. Anyways, that's water under the bridge, but I'm encouraging you. What you can do if you are a university student or thinking about going to a university, don't sit and say, oh, me no know me and get the money from. I'm tell you this. I say God always a provider and he's always on time. And he's not going to take you through it and leave you halfway. He's going to hold your hands to the very end. But we have a responsibility. Stay on course. Do them two, do, do them little. Do your studies part time. Focus. It's like tunnel vision. You know you want to get it done, and you're going to get it done regardless. Uh, um, find people who are on the same journey as you, who not struggle, but you not say, all right, we need to finish this. I need to finish it. I need to keep my eyes on the prize. And I had those people. I also had people who would call me sometimes and say, hey, what's going on? You finished yet? What you doing? Uh, all right, keep going. You'll get there eventually. Like I said, we all at a point of reference because many people from our communities never have the money. We don't have it. You know what we had? We had a point of reference because many people around us are doing it. They don't have the money neither. We had the drive, and we knew that getting a solid education was one of the ways that we could get out of poverty. So yeah, so staying on course, be consistent, surrounding yourself with positive people, um, pour positivity within you, and there are going to be days where you have to stand up for yourself. You also have to give yourself credit because going to university and not knowing where that money is coming from, you have bills, you have to eat, transportation, and all that. Though we know that God will show up on time, we just never know in what form He will show up this time. And we know for true, for a fact, that He will show up because He's been showing up for many members of our communities for decades, right? So we knew that. Another thing that I want to discourage people from doing is, like, all right. So you have some people who doesn't necessarily understand the approach that I am sharing. They believe that, hey, why not get a student loan and just do 5 modules per semester, do some modules in the summer, all that. I'm not against those people. What I'm saying is, if you don't know where the money is coming from, uh, in the past you'd have to have like guarantors for student loan. Thankfully, that's no longer. But some of us really didn't have anybody to be guarantors for us. That's why I would have taken this route, right? But I really want to discourage people who sometimes I would say they don't understand that our paths are different, right? So you took 3 years and you finished university. Here I am, 4 years, still fighting, still struggling to go through because you wouldn't have known because we wouldn't have a conversation to say, hey, you know that I had to take 2 years off because so and so. Stop it. Stop seeing people in the streets and saying, hey, you finished university yet? Person said no. And then you say, oh, so away I do so long. No, 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 no. Don't do that because you don't know what a person's experiencing, right? Stop asking that question and encourage people. Tell them that, yeah, when I was going, it was a struggle for me too. Like I say, your struggle might not have been financially, because clearly you finished in 3 years. Your struggle might be something else. But here we have somebody who's struggling financially. Our journeys are not the same. So please stop ask people why them not finished yet and encourage them, right? And yes, so this scenario can be applied to somebody who is building a home. If it means that you can only buy 200 blocks per month to get the structure up, buy your 200 blocks. If it means that you can only buy a bag of cement, buy it. It's called the cumulative effect. Eventually, I bet in my last dollar, you will make it once you keep consistent, right? Yeah. And slow progress doesn't equal no progress. Slow progress is still progress. Keep going. The people who has negative things to say. Try not to share too much with them. Try not to be too vulnerable with them because you don't want to entertain negativity in your space. So yeah, that's how I navigated university. Like I said, there were at a point I had to do some leave of absences and me never, well, me didn't know to never have no money from before I started, right? Yeah, but the truth is, I kept pushing, I kept going, I kept relying on my community, I kept going back to my point of reference, people in my community who never had it, but there are no teachers, there are no mathematicians, there are no lawyers, there are no doctors, there are no professionals who I'm very proud to be associated with. So, in Jamaica, they have this saying, show me your company and I tell you who you are. Get in alignment with people who are on the same journey as you, people who are pushing for success, people who are determined to succeed irrespective of their situation. And in Jamaica, then say one cook a full basket, two, three modules eventually adds up. I'm telling you, I'm talking from experience. If I did it, you can too, and so many more would have done it before me. And a lot of people are sharing their experiences. Tap into those positive experiences. Like I said, struggle is struggle. Maybe what your struggle is not mine, but there are tips that you can take from my struggle and how I would have navigated my university journey and apply to other areas of your life. And please don't let anybody downplay your progress. If you have a friend or you know somebody who ever say, then from 2011, she had that degree there. How come she not finish? Don't entertain those people. I'm not saying not to talk to them, but don't entertain them. Go on YouTube. There are lots and lots of people sharing positive experiences. Go on Instagram. They're there too. You love Instagram. You love TikTok. You love all these apps. There are people on there sharing their positive experience. There are people on there that will encourage you. Pray. Ask God for help. But like I said, keep going. Consistency is key, and keep positive people in your community. Um, I'm going to end the video here today, but remember to like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you like the content. Please leave a comment down below. Share this video with somebody who's struggling through university or somebody who is in fifth form or sixth form and they don't know their next step.